Hi, I'm back with days 21 to 24 of my December daily, and this is very much following the same format as my other videos. I'm working on the 2 days at a time. I'm kind of working on them as if they're a whole layout, and this is so I can kind of use the same papers and patterns, and the whole thing looks much better as a whole. I didn't do that at the beginning, but I don't think those 2 pages look too bad, but I much prefer doing it this way. I have picked up some bits that are on my desk. Some of these pieces are from the My Mind's Eye paper pad from a couple of years ago, I think. I also of course have my numbers, and I have just mounted my photos on some Simple Stories Christmas paper. I've also poured out some more of this paper just to top the bottom and top of my journaling piece, and I really like how these come together because there's already sort of pre-printed design on that paper, and I think these work really well, and they're such a simple, so simple to make, but they look really effective. And as in my last video, I am just duplicating this for both journaling cards. This, as I said, is the 21st and the 22nd, and these are days when I didn't necessarily do anything too Christmassy, but it's still good to record. On the 21st, we've done lots of tidying at home, as I am at my parents', and we didn't put Christmas decorations or anything up this year. We kind of kept meaning to, but then never getting around to it. And we had a big tidy up on that Sunday, the 21st, and I put my new Christmas duvet on, which is probably a little bit late on the 21st. Seeming at this rate now it will still be on in the new year, but never mind. And then my boyfriend came round and we sat in bed and watched the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, which was good. So that's no particularly Christmassy day, but it's good to record because it was in the lead up to Christmas, and our whole family would have normally spent a day cleaning, so it was good to include that. And again, I've just used the pick frame app to do those photos. The other photo is from Monday, when I had a hospital appointment. I had to go and have a CT scan, and this is a picture from the waiting room. I was the only one around on a deserted ward, and it was all a bit of a waste of time because they couldn't find a vein to put the cannula in, so they could inject me with dye and stuff that they needed to do. So all in all, it was a bit of a waste of time, and of course now with it, this being around the Christmas period, this was the 22nd, there was not going to be any way of me getting another appointment before Christmas to see if they could do it successfully, so that's a bit annoying, and that's something I'm going to have to sort out in the new year. But I wanted to record it because it's something, I have recorded my other hospital visits and things in my scrapbook album. I'm not adverse to scrapping the bad things in life. So I wanted to include that because even though it wasn't Christmassy, it needed to be documented. So I've just used a large photo of the waiting room there. And as I've done with all my other journaling cards, I'm just using my date stamp to stamp that down. And just sorting out how I want those to look on the pages. And just using my Zig Brown journaling pen to just journal that down. I'm basically just saying what I'm saying, just going into a bit more depth about the CT scan, and no, I'm not on that one. This is talking about tidying. I know one I just go in and just sort of say basically what I've told you there. And I really like how these journaling cards look, because I kind of like, they weren't journaling cards, they were pieces of 6x6 paper, but I kind of wrote around the printed design, and I'm really happy with how that looks actually, and it kind of adds Christmas to this page when they're probably, well, there's not really much else Christmassy. So that's those pages done. And now on to day 23 and 24, so Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve. And again, I've just picked out some bits that were lying on my desk here that I want to use. Again, I'm using a piece of paper for journaling on from the My Mind's Eye paper pad. I'm just using a bit of basic grey paper to frame that at the top and the bottom, and I did that on quite a few of the journaling cards, but I think it just adds something a little bit different. I had this pink paper, which was a really old Christmas piece of paper, on my desk. I'd used it on a previous layout, so I just wanted to add that on as well. And working with it like this, I just found it went really quickly. As I said, these were taking about 20-25 minutes to do, which, you know, is not that bad, seeming, you know, I'd spend about 40 minutes probably on a layout, and then just a little bit simpler. And could have gone into, you know, a lot more complex, and I could have done a lot more journaling and stuff like that, but I actually overall was really happy how everything came out. And I will do another video to show you how I done the 25th and 26th, because they were a little bit different from these pages, of course, because I was going to dedicate a little bit more space to those. At this point I can see how much Christmas stash I still have, so that's why I'm going to probably do a couple more layouts from some of those photos, because yeah, I've still got a lot of Christmas stash. I'm using up bits here from LA Studio, both the new and the old pieces I had. I've got some of these Heidi Swap journaling cards as well. And there's not really any rhyme or reason to the colouring at all on these pages. And this one I do go a little bit layering crazy. This is the 23rd, where I was at work, and at this point I just wasn't even bothering to pretend to work anymore. I've kind of done everything I could possibly do. I took my book along, I set myself up near the heater, and yeah, was DJing some Christmas music. We had a pizza for lunch. It was just really good to chill out and relax, really. And then when I got home, I iced my Christmas cake and also wrapped my Christmas gifts, so of course I had to include those. I realised on the 23rd it was getting a little bit close and I should probably actually wrap my presents. So just add lots of bits there, and I add one of those wood veneer snowflakes on top. A lot of the papers I actually used in the background had snowflakes on, so it was good to use that as an emblem, icon, emblem, whatever it is, throughout this whole album. So I'm just sticking that down, and then I'm cutting off anything that overhangs and just using my inker tool there to ink the edges. And I really like how this whole album looks with the dedicated page to journaling. I think it's definitely something when thinking about next year. Sorry guys, my video froze there. Thinking about next year that I may do something similar, because you don't have to buy a whole new album, you don't have to buy any dedicated piece of paper, you can kind of just use what you've got. And I have plenty in my stash that I can use. So here I am, just creating a little cluster here on my Christmas Eve page. I did have to work Christmas Eve morning, which was really just going in and checking the building was secure, etc. And then I got home, had a couple of things to do, and then I was just chilling out, and I was burning my Yankee candle, which the fragrance is called Christmas Eve. So I just took a photo of that because I thought it was a really good photo to include. So really I'm just journaling what I've just told you, which is just summarising my day and what we did. And I've kind of slightly grown to like my handwriting in this part of the journal, but to be fair, it's really bad. I can't even read some of it looking back, but I'm okay with that. I think it works. I think it looks alright. And using that brown Zig pen works really well because it really matches this Memento ink. I had forgot to add my date stamps on there, so you will see me just adding those on now. And again, that's something else that's consistent throughout the whole album. So thank you very much for watching these videos, guys. I have not watched YouTube in a long time, just because of life and stuff that's gone on. But I am now back, and I will now be watching. I've got on my to watch later list, I now have 140 videos, so that's going to be me busy for the next few days stroke weeks. So thanks very much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.